All right, watching Apple at 148.64 resistance level. It was a 1 hour resistance level, and here we are watching the level 2 and times and sells. Right, so what I want to see is 0.64 break on the ask, like what just happened right now, and then I want to see price being executed right at the ask, right? So here we go. And then you want to see the bids very, very tight. You want to see the bids increase. Here, let me look at the 1 minute. But you want to see the first 1 minute candle close and hold. I mean, just close above this. And then you want to see the second candle hold and close above that. Alright, so here we are. We're watching Apple. We're watching Apple. Alright. So here we have the ask and the tape printing right at the ask, right? Buyers are aggressively showing buying pressure, right? We have the bids increasing. There's 6, 5, 5, 6, and then at the ask we have 1, right? And so the first candle closed and held above, and then the second candle is also looking like it's gonna hold and close above, right? And then the tape, the price is literally right at the ask, which is really good. It's showing a lot of extreme buying pressure. Okay, we're seeing the bids increasingly increase, right? And then we see the bid between 149 to 149.03. The bids are very, very tight, and you also want to see the ask increasing, and then the bids trying to catch up to them, right? So now we have the second candle that closed and held above this. Seeing a little pullback here. The third candle should be entry, but let's see if we get a false breakout, and then on the 5 minute we actually close. We don't hold it, or we might come back down and retest and hold 148.64, and then you want to see the buyers hold that key level. Alright, so we're pulling back now. Looks like on the times and sells, we're still being price is still being executed. We're still printing right at the ask. 148.91, 148.91. Okay. We might see this previous resistance become support. Let's see. Okay. Third candle. Alright, let's see. The spread between the bid and ask is like 3 cents away, so that's really, really nice. And here we see really heavy size. Wow, 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000. It's a lot of size. That's exactly what you want to see for a push higher. Some really crazy size here, so that's what you want to see, right? Volume and momentum. Just a very crazy momentum. I just saw 1,000, 1,000 again, 500, 100, 200, 300. It's a lot of heavy size coming in. Looks like the buyers are still trying to catch up to the sellers. We might be starting to flag now. If it completes the flag. 5 minutes still there. Price is still printing at the ask. Still looks really good for a continuation higher. And I'm seeing some massive size flowing right now. Right? So that's what you want to see. You want to see the bids which are the buyers at 148.95 and the sellers at 148.98, right? That's really good. You want to see them very tight, a very tight spread, meaning like only a few cents away. And then you want to see on the times and sales, you want to see the price, right? 148.95 being executed at the ask, meaning the buyers don't care what price they buy it at, they just want to get in, and that's it, right? So that shows a lot of bullish sentiment, and as we can see there, we're pushing up higher. And then you want to see this, you want to see some crazy size. I'm seeing 1,000, 500, 1,000, 300. That's what you want to see, so you could look at momentum, right? So that's what you want to see continuously, just to stay in this trade. Bids and asks still very tight. The buyers are obviously still trying to catch up to the sellers. Right now we're seeing 0.12 printing, or I mean on the level 2. Look at that. Buyers are still trying to catch up to the ask. So as the asks are increasing, the bids are obviously increasing as well. So the buyers are trying to catch up to the sellers, no matter where the ask is trying to sell. Right now we're seeing 0.22, right? Very close spread, and now we're seeing the tape price printing 149.23, right at the ask of 149.29, 0.23. But now we're at 149.21. It's so hard just because of how fast it is. But basically, all you want to see is the price being executed at the ask for a bullish momentum. And then you want to see some very heavy size, like 1,000, 500. This is what you want to see. Shows you very bullish momentum and just volume in general, because the size is there, right? We're seeing heavy size. You want to see the bids trying to catch up to the ask. A very tight spread, the better. Basically, the tighter the spread, the better, right? There we go. Now we're seeing 0.37 right here at times of sales. We're seeing 149.35 printing right at the ask, which is what you want to see, right? We're still seeing the bid and the ask very tight together. So yeah, this is how you basically read level 2 at times of sales. Right here, we're still seeing the buyers catching up to the sellers continuously. We see 0.55, ask is at 0.58. Now the bids are at 0.60 and the ask is at 0.63. On the times of sales, the price is at 149.60 and the ask is at 149.61, and we're just breaking out. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see for a key breakout. Right now the bids is at 149.70 and the ask is at 140. Oh, well, that just changed so fast. But you just want to see the bid and the ask very tight together. You want to see the bids increase heavily. Basically, we want to see the buyers trying to catch up at to the sellers. And then you want to see, obviously, the times and sales, the price being executed right at the ask with heavy size, which is exactly what we're still seeing. I just saw 2,000, 4,000. Jesus. And you want to see the speed of the tape. I forgot to mention that, but the speed of the tape has to be very quick, just like this. That's why I'm talking pretty fast, just because it's just super fast. But yeah, you could use the level 2 in times and sales for a key breakout, just like this on the 1 hour. Let me show you guys on the 1 hour. Right, we had a clear resistance, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and yeah, just 3 touches on the 1 hour. So good resistance. And then on the 1 minute, you just want to be looking at the times of sales and the level 2, right? So looks like we're starting to pull back now. But if you still want to stay in this trade, you obviously still want to see the bids trying to catch up to the ask. But because it is a tight spread, it's pretty good. And then on the times and sales, you still want to see price being executed at the ask, which is happening right now. So very, very bullish momentum. Very just a lot of volume coming in. That's exactly what you want to see. So that's basically how you trade, I guess, bullish breakouts on level 2, and then on the bearish side, so like breaking a key level support, you want to see the complete opposite. You want to see the bids break it, and then the ask holding that previous support, right? And then you want to see price being executed at the bids, so it's the complete opposite. So right now, looks like the buyers are still holding up that price, which is what you want to see. And then you see on the times and sells, price is still printing on the ask, still being executed on the ask, which is what you want to see. And you still see heavy size, 100s, 500s, 200s, 1000s. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Where would I say entry? Probably on this third candlestick right here. Once you saw the bids, and the times and sells being printed right at the ask. But yeah, so basically the first candle closed above 149.64. Second candle did, and then the third candle had a little pullback, which was nice. But if you were looking at the times and sells at level 2, you would see that buyers are still aggressively printing at the ask, so they'll buy it no matter what price. And yeah, they still want to push this thing up. Bid still holding, aggressively increasing, and the ask is pushing up while the buyers are catching up, meaning they want to buy it, they want to get in at whatever price. And then on the times and sells, we still have price being executed at the ask. So, I mean, from 149.64, or actually if you got in this third candle right here, which was this closed at 148.86, you could have got a quick dollar scalp to 149.74, actually like a 90-cent scalp. But that's pretty much the strategy, or I guess sometimes, or who knows, maybe Apple will still continue. But I just wanted to show you guys how to basically trade breakouts using times and sells and level 2. But that's basically how to trade it on the bullish breakout. On the bearish breakout, like I said, it's the opposite. If I could find an example, I will show you guys. But yeah, so now Apple's still trying to push up again, but it looks like we have a little 1 minute resistance right here, which we just broke. So but now, because we have resistance at 149.65, we want to see the bars hold above 149.65, right? So you want to see the ask go to 0.65, and then you want to see the times the sells, the price being executed at the ask, which should be 0.65, right? So now that we have resistance here, that's what we want to see, right? So let's see if Apple will come down or break out, right? The buyers are still trying to catch up to the ask. That was the worst voice crack ever. But yeah. Oh, that voice crack was hilarious. All right. Now we're seeing some heavy size, of course, because we're at resistance. Trying to see if the buyers would push it up. The price is still being executed at the ask, but now we're seeing some selling pressure here at this resistance, so we might push down. Also in correlation, you want to be looking at ES, which is SPY. So basically, if SPY is obviously, like right now, has a resistance right here, that's a horrible horizontal line, but you get the point. If SPY is pulling back, Apple is going to heavily correlate to SPY. Also, another confirmation you could say was SPY was pumping, right? So if SPY is pumping, obviously Apple will pump. But here we have the 1 hour resistance. So that's basically how you trade breakout, guys, using level 2 and times and cells, I guess. It is pretty confusing, so you obviously need a lot of screen time. And yeah, 149 post 65. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're gonna sell off. So that right there could be new resistance level. Was that an all-time high? Oh no, the all-time high is 150. 150 is a psychological number, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, it looks like we're rejecting 149.65. We might be setting up RBR, rally base rally, but who knows, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep this video long just for the sake of the learning purposes. But yeah, that's basically how you trade the breakout. Looking at level 2 and times and cells. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have a question, just leave it down below in the comment section, and like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one.